Good morning, Ms. Montemayor. Thanks for meeting with me during your conference time. I want to discuss your M-Class data and your observation today. So looking at your M-Class data, what trends do you notice?
Well, after looking at my data, I do see a decline.
Okay, so why do you think that your scores are declining?
Well, I'm thinking the kids just can't get it. I've been teaching for a long time, and this group's just very low.
Okay, so what have you done or tried to do to help your struggling students?
Well, we do a lot of practice. We practice silent reading almost every day, and we do a lot of reading worksheets.
Okay, so have you seen these activities help improve your student scores?
Well, not really, but my group is just really low.
All right, so I observed you teaching last week. So let's see what we can do to work together to help increase the students' understanding and help improve your M-Class scores. So I watched you teach a phonics lesson where the students were learning about the vowel consonant E's. After you taught the vowel consonant E's, they did a cut and paste worksheet where they matched the words to the pictures. And then you watched your lesson recording, so you got to see how you taught. So what do you think went well in your lesson?
The students were able to read the vowel consonant E words out loud when I called them.
Yeah, so they did a really good job of reading the words out loud. But what's a strategy that you could do with them that would allow them to have that extra thinking time and also allow them to self-correct?
Maybe think, pair, and share.
Yeah, so if we do that in the classroom and it's real short, it'll give the students that extra thinking time and that chance to self-correct. So I also saw when you did your lesson that you had a really good classroom management and the kids were really staying on task while they were doing their worksheets. So those were some good things that I saw in the classroom. And then after watching your video, what is something that you feel like you struggled with during your lesson?
I don't know. All my kids understand. It's just my low kids don't understand.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is that your instruction needs to target your struggling learners. So what if we try some explicit instruction? Did you see any examples of that in your teaching video?
Well, I explained the vowel consonant E.
Yeah, so you did explain the vowel consonant E, that the E is what makes that vowel long and that it's silent. But think about your letters training that you did. Did you explicitly teach the vowel consonant E, or did you just explain it quickly?
I explained pretty quickly so that we could move on to the activity.
Yeah, so the activity, we want to have the activity that helps us with that explicit and systematic teaching. So one of the ways that we can do this is by doing word sorts. So I think the goal that we should work on is going to be using word sorts to increase explicit teaching and the students' understanding. So we'll work on this goal together and then reassess in 2 weeks to see how I can further support you. So I've outlined some activities that we can do together to help you reach this goal. So the first thing that we're going to do is me and you will meet and we'll talk about the 6 syllable types and the importance of explicitly teaching them. And then a few days after that, I want you to watch Miss Gonzalez teaching a word sort lesson so you can kind of see how it flows in the classroom and think about some ways that you might be able to apply that to your own teaching. And then after you watch her, we can plan it together. You can do it on your own where you're going to plan a word sort lesson using the template. So I already have that laid out to help you do that so you're not lost and helps give you the outline. And then after you have the lesson, me and you can meet together to go over it, or you can meet with Miss Gonzalez. She's really good at the word sorts, and get some input and some extra advice on your lesson before you teach it. And then I want to watch you teach the word sort lesson again so we can see how it goes. And then afterwards we'll meet and we'll reflect on the lesson and reassess your goal. So those are the things that we're going to do to help see if we can increase that explicit and systematic instruction in your classroom. Once we do that, we can have the other first grade teachers come and observe you. I know that your team, they come to you a lot for advice and they really look up to you. So I really think if you could model it for them, that would be really, really good for them because they're eager to learn from you once you're ready to model that explicit teaching for them. So we're going to work on this together, so you don't need to feel overwhelmed, and we'll take it step by step. I want you to feel confident in your teaching, and I just want you to know I'm here to help you. We'll do it all together and get it implemented in your classroom. So thanks for meeting with me today. Do you have any other questions or concerns about what we're going to be doing?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.